Hello guys, I'm URK18CS074 John. Today I'll be talking about experiment 10 in Python programming lab, which is handling dictionaries. So let's see the questions. So the first question is, we are supposed to create this dictionary and we are supposed to perform these functions. Go and like during the recording, during the preparation of e-record, I did it in the console just to get the screenshots easier because this is not a big coding dependent program. So right now for ease of this typing, I'm going to use the direct coding file. So I'm going to keep it here so we can see. So we're supposed to create an inventory. So this inventory has gold, whose key is, yeah, whose value is 500. And there's pouch, uh, and it has, yeah, substrings. One is flint, and the other is twine, the other is gemstone. Okay, so the next thing is backpack. So this backpack also has substrings which are xylophone, and the next one is dagger. The next one is bedroll, and the next one is breadloaf. So, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to print this inventory so that we can see whether it's declared or not. So yeah, so you can see the inventory is being printed here. Yeah, so this is the inventory which we created right now. So what's the first question is we are supposed to add a key to the inventory. So which will be how are you going to add key to the inventories? I'm going to call the inventory function, and then we are going to specify what is the thing we are going to add, which is pocket in this case. And right now we are not supposed to do anything, so I'm declaring it as a normal one. So what actually happens here is a key is going to be passed. Key is going to be passed to the inventory. So let me check how this is. Stupid error. So what happens is right now a new key will be created and named as pockets without any values or substrings or any constraints. So now you can see here there is a new literally there is a new key called pocket. So let's remove this. So now what we are asked is we are supposed to uh, give the strings into this pocket. So this is basically the same thing what we do in console. Instead, every time printing the every time changing the code, console remembers everything you typed. So it will be a bit easier in console. But just to autofill things, I'm using Python file. So the strings are seashell and strangeberry and length. So these are the strings that I want to add into a new key pocket. So these are all the substrings. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to print the inventory now. As you can see here, once I run it, so the pocket is going to be filled with all the substrings that I mentioned here, which are seashell, strangeberry, lint. So, uh, so that's for this. So next we were asked to sort all the substrings in the backpack. So what you want to do for that is you just want to call the inventory again, and we are specifying what key. So backpack is the key. And what you are doing for that backpack is we are sorting that. So once we finish sorting, let me print it before sorting, and let me print it after sorting. Hmm. Okay, yeah. So this prints the inventory before sorting, and this prints after sorting. So let's run it. So yeah, you can see here when you go check on the backpack, the first variable is X, which obviously shouldn't be if you sort it. So once you compare it with the next printed inventory, it comes with B, bedroll. So it makes more sense. So this is the sorted one. So let's see the next question. So the next question what we are asked is to remove the substring dagger from backpack. So what I'm going to do right now is uh, there's this syntax for this. So I want to edit things in the backpack. So I'm going to mention it first. What is the key that I'm going to deal with in a dictionary? So backpack is the key that I want to deal in the dictionary. So this is the syntax for this. So we're going to iterate word for word in inventory of backpack. So it's going to iterate every substring. If there are values in this key, it's going to iterate to that. So what this actually does is it's going to let me finish this in inventory if word yeah, if word not equals so dagger, right? So what this line actually does is this is going to check for every substring in this backpack key from the inventory, and if so this particular line says that if whatever value you're saying it to compare with, it's going to find that value and it's going to remove from the dictionary. So if word not equal to dagger, I meant any word. If it's not equal to dagger, just leave it in the dictionary. If it's equal to dagger, just remove it. So after removing it, I'm going to print the dictionary again. So let's run it. So now you can see here in the backpack there is no dagger anymore. So if we hide this line, now we run it again. Now you can see here the dagger came back. Now we remove the line. Now we run it again. Yeah, dagger's gone. So that's the function of this line. So the next question is add 50 to the number stored under the gold key. So the first thing we need to find is where the gold key is. So this is a separate key, so no need to go into substring topics. So what we have to do right now is just go to call the inventory, and in the inventory what we are dealing with is gold. So what you're gonna do is 1 second. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're going to increment this gold value to, yeah, we were asked to increment it with 50. Let's format the line. Yeah. So now what happens is this 500 turns into 550. So as you can see here, it changed into 550. So that's for the first question. Let's go to the second question quickly. So we were asked to write a Python script to print a dictionary where the keys are numbers between 1 and 10, both included, and the values are squares of keys. So I'm gonna write this function. So the first thing I need to do is I need to create a dictionary. So let's call a dictionary D for let's call it, since it's a square, let's call it squares. Squares is equal to dict. So now we declared squares is equal to dict. Now we need to take the number. So n equals int of input. So once we get that number, now we're going to start a process. So what I'm going to do right now is how we're going to take. So since they told us to include both the numbers 1 and n, we're going to do 1 plus 1. So it's going to go till n. So what we need to do is for key, every key, its substring should be uh, the square of itself. So if the key, so what happens in this line is the first time it's going to pass 1. So this is 1 and its substring will be, so that's the syntax, right? So this is the key and its values. So value will be 1. So the key will be 1. Its value will be squared of its key. Just print it, you will understand it. Yeah. Yeah, so squares of x equals x power 2. Oh yeah, we didn't give the input, so we were asked till 15. So let's give 15. So now you can see it's exactly the same input. 1 and 1 square is 1, 2, 2 square is 4, 3, 3 square is 9, and so on. So that's for the second question. Let's go to the third question. Follow the steps below, create a dictionary called prices. Okay. So let me create a dictionary called prices, which will have, okay, banana, whose price is 4, and apple, whose price is 2, and orange, whose price is 1.5, and orange, whose price is 1.5. Last one is pear, whose price is 3. So this is the dictionary. Oh, we need to create another one, which is stock, stocks, stock. So it's the same thing, right? Yeah. So let's just copy this. Uh, the number of bananas are 3, apples are 5, oranges are also 5, and pears are 10. Okay. So my number pears 3. Yeah. So these are the two. So these are the two. Uh, yeah. So these are the two things we are asked to create. So what are the functions? Loop through each key in prices. For each key, print out the key along with its prices. Print out the key along with its prices and stock information. Sorry. So what we need to do right now is for keys, for key in prices dot keys. So what you're going to do right now is we're going to print. So the first thing they asked us is to print the key. So along with the key, what are we going to print is what are we going to print is this. So once we go down, I want it. So it says, what it says is banana, the key. Let's say stats. Let's say details. Yeah, let's say details. So yeah, after uh, it prints the respective name and it says its details. The first thing we are asked to print is its price and stock information. So Yeah, you can, because they both are in the same length. You can actually use this. So what you want to do is uh, price mm, is prices. So prices is this prices dot of that particular key. So the same thing you can do here too, and the stock dot keys. So after so this is going to print it. There's another. Okay, shouldn't be an equal to sign. Yeah. What happens is right now, yeah, right now you can see it's printing all the details of the fruit. So banana details are, well, here's space. Now let's run it. Yeah, so bananas details, it's going to say the price. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we're not supposed to call. Okay, you're supposed to pass the key, not call it. Okay, okay. So yeah. So what we are doing right now is we are passing that particular key, and what happens is prices. It goes to that particular key and it prints the value, prints the value that is assigned to that particular key. So as you can see here, the banana details are price is 4 and stock is 3. Apple details are price is 2 and stock is 5. So same thing. So the last thing is let's determine how much money you would make if you sold all of your food. So yeah, you can actually do it in the same for loop. So let me create a new variable called returns, which is 0. So right now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to say returns equals uh, so prices of key into stocks of key. So let's see what happens. Uh, print returns. So it's 30. So suppose it 12, then oh, this won't be 30. So, okay. So what it's doing is I forgot to keep this plus sign here. So what are happening is it's just going to multiply the last two numbers since my bad. Yeah. So it makes sense. It's 12, 10, which is 22, and 30, which is 52, and it's 52 plus 7.9, which is 7.5, which is 59.5. That's for the total amount. So yeah, this is for the experiment 10 in Python programming lab. I'm URK18CS074 John. Thank you.